Hello and welcome to Verbling. Hi there, I'm teacher Oakley. And for the next hour, once again, as we did yesterday at this time, and we will tomorrow, we're going to be looking at collocations. We'll be learning vocabulary in phrases or groups of words. Specifically today, collocations related to changes, talking about changes. So lots of verbs today, most likely. Verb and prepositions, verbs and object nouns, maybe a few adjectives and nouns, combinations of phrases, chunks of words that we use when we talk about change. Okie doke. Let me start by welcoming you guys to the class. Hello, Heber.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
I'm good too. Thank you for asking.
Okay. Hello, Heidi. Hi there again.
Hello. Nice to see you again. Before formal lesson, suddenly you disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't realize it. I was on a laptop, remember? I was outside teaching the class. Yeah.
Yeah,
my
after
laptop
that,
battery.
I was sewing t-shirts, 2 t-shirts. Then the design was a little complicated, but finally I made up both. Just finished.
Oh yeah. Okay. What do the t-shirts say, or do they?
Black for me and for my sister. 2 t-shirts in pattern.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay. Good. Glad you've been productive. That's good. I was not productive. I'm sitting here getting angry because I had no electricity today for most of the day. And even my laptop battery was dead.
You didn't hit your computer?
Yeah, no. There's no point. Even my laptop battery died, as you know, because it died in the middle of a Verbling class. And there's nothing I could do. Everything. Even my cell phone battery died. I didn't have that charged up. I was just sitting here waiting. Okay. Hi, Sasha. Hi, and see you when you're back. Hi and bye. Talk to you later. Okay, Mustafa, welcome to the class. Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you. All right, considering I have electricity now. Yay. It's a wonderful thing. I didn't have power this morning, so it's good to be back in the civilized world. Okay. Also, hello to David. Hi, David.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to have you back in class. All right, I guess I'll say hi to Sasha later because he had to step out, I think. Hello, Anna. Anna, how are you?
Hello, teacher. Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Okay.
Surviving.
Surviving. Yeah, I had no power this morning, and that's not, okay. I can live through that, but it was hot, really hot. Just sitting here melting like a snowman all day. But got the power again about an hour ago. So anyway, here we are. We're going to learn some collocations. So let's get started. I'm going to do a screen share, do a little bit of reading, and talk about some of these phrases and other possibilities where we might use them. And then eventually, near the end of the class, we'll probably do a few exercises to test what we've learned. Okie doke. Okay. Ways of talking about change. Small changes. Minor adjustments. Ooh, there's one. Okay. All right, we're going to just take turns reading these sentences, and I'm going to talk to you about them a little bit. Heber, first one here.
Okay. I made a few adjustments to gears, and my bike works much better now.
All right. Okay, here we see the verb and the object noun, you make some adjustments. Great. What else can you make adjustments to? This is very physical, of course, your bike. Bear, what else could you make adjustments to?
I'm sorry?
What else could you make adjustments to?
What else could you adjustment? In the um, adjustment, another word that means saying adjustment.
Well,
Or
I wanted some examples. First of all, let me say make adjustments to not just the verb and the object noun, but also the preposition belongs here too. Okay, what I was getting at is you can make adjustments to any kind of physical anything. Make adjustments to your car engine, make adjustments to your air conditioner, make adjustments to your oven, pretty much anything physical at all. You can also make adjustments to living in a new country. You can make adjustments to to working in a new job. Okay. You can make adjustments to your English learning study habits. You can make adjustments to your routine or your schedule. Yeah, you can make adjustments to your timetable. Exactly.
okay,
So that's what I just wanted to get. That's where I was going. You can make adjustments to an awful lot of things. In other
okay.
words, it's commonly collocated, used in a lot of ways, both concrete and abstract. Heidi, can you read this next sentence?
We've had to make a slight alteration to our plans for the evening.
What else can you make slight alterations to?
A little change.
Yes.
Or add something. Make it
Yes. Well, how about, for example, a T-shirt?
better. I made a slight alteration to the first pattern. Then it took a little longer than I expected.
And frankly, this particular collocation is very well suited to clothing and altering clothing. That's really to alter clothing or make alterations is very, very commonly used to talk about clothing, as a matter of fact. Okay. Alterations, there's a kind of inference that they're small, very small adjustments. Okay. Notice, yeah, a slight alteration. All right. You would never say a large alteration. Kind of doesn't make sense.
Always slight. A little.
Probably or small. Yeah, or little. Yeah, there's a kind of an inference that it's a small thing, not a big thing. Okay. Moving on, Mustafa, next one.
Okay, we've made a few modifications to the software so that it suits our system better.
Okay. Now, all right, if you again, you make adjustments or adjust. Make alterations or alter. Make modifications or modify. I think you see a trend here. We can use make in the noun or just the verb, really. What's the idea if you make modifications, if you're modifying something, what are you trying to do, Mustafa? Trying to improve it, obviously, but
trying to improve it. But the main difference between adjustment and modification, like adjustment make change in the same maybe device, but modification maybe you have to add something maybe for it, add a new tool, something like that, like modify it. So
well, okay. Well, the idea you're getting close. the idea with modify or make modifications is that you're trying to make it fit a specific situation or a specific purpose. Okay. You modify it better to make it fit what you're using it for. So that's why it says here, so that it suits our system better. That's actually very important to understand this.
Okay.
The idea is it needs to fit better with the situation or the use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's good.
Okay. Moving on. David, next one.
We've decided to adopt a new approach to the parking problem.
Okay. All right. Another verb and object noun. You adopt an approach or a new approach. Yeah, we pretty much actually I want to say this whole phrase, adopt a new approach. It'd be very rare to just say adopt an approach, but it's possible if you then we're going to explain your approach. Okay, approach here as a noun. What does that mean, David? What do you think?
I think approach is the way that you try to solve a problem, or the way you see
Very
this
good.
problem for the first time.
Okay, very good. Very good. Couldn't have said it better myself. Right. A new way of solving the problem. All right, a new way of solving the parking problem, for example, here. All right. Our approach, how we start out to solve a problem. That's basically it. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Sasha, are you back?
Yes, hi, I'm back.
Hi. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. I just woke up.
Okay. Good morning.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm going to kind of skip this next one because we already talked about it with Heidi. I already talked about how you alter clothes, or you can make an alteration to clothes. Okay, you have your
Question.
clothes altered. It's more passive. Yes, what's that?
To make a slight alternation, so sounds good for me. Can I say in this case just we have had make slight changes?
Yeah, sure. That would make sense. One thing that didn't make sense is you pronounce alternation with an N, which would be something completely different. Be careful of alteration with an R.
Alteration.
Yeah. Alternate is a different word altogether.
Yes.
Right.
Alternate, sorry.
Right. But yeah, you could easily say change. I made a few changes to the gears of my bike. We made a slight change to our plans for the evening. We made a few changes to the software. We've decided to change our approach to the parking problem. You basically could use change for all of these. Sure, they're all
And for modification,
synonym.
I think would be better to use maybe few improvements maybe to the software.
Better is debatable. We definitely tend to more often use the collocation modifications if we're making it to specs, if we're making something unique to fit a particular need. Okay, not like to mass market. You probably wouldn't use the word modification to talk about something you're going to sell to millions of people. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about major changes. Sasha, go ahead with the first sentence here.
It's often much more difficult than you would expect to break a habit.
Yeah. Okay, that's super common collocation that we use for this circumstance. You break a habit. We don't We don't say you end a habit or you fix a habit or you stop a habit. We don't say that, like ever. This I would call this, and the next one actually very closely related, kick a habit, but slightly more informal. I would say these are very strong collocations because we just don't say it any other way in English. This verb and object noun. All right. Kick the habit. Have you ever had to kick a habit? Sasha?
Well, what does it mean?
Stop a habit, like stop smoking, stop drinking, stop staying up late.
Yes, sure. I kicked the couple of habits.
Okay. Not, well, do you know the other meaning for a habit, Sasha?
Habit? No.
No. Do you know you know what a nun is, right?
None?
Nun, yeah. You know, a sister. A nun wears the black and white clothes with a kind of strange looking hat, lives in a convent, very
None.
religious. Yeah, a nun. That thing she wears on her head is also called a habit. So we don't
I
mean
need to know who the nun is. I just Google. I'll Google it.
nun, N-U-N. Nun, a Roman, well, not necessarily, but a Catholic nun. She, good one, David. Okay. Funny. Yeah, all right. She belongs to a religious order. She takes a vow to remain chaste. She doesn't ever get married. A nun. Dresses in black and white, often. Modern day, not necessarily. That thing she wears on her head is called a habit. So I was just, I don't know, making a joke. Kick the habit does not mean you're kicking a nun. Just whatever. Okay, let's move on. Okay, quick hello to Nidar. Hello, Nidar. Welcome to the class. Howdy, howdy. Hi there. Okay, Anna, can you read this next one?
Yes. The internet has revolutionized the way people do research. Well, it's like complete or total change in anything.
That's right. Can you think of any other examples where something that has revolutionized? I don't know, something, anything?
Let's see. For example, I I am in blank at the moment because the major change, in my opinion, has been the internet. The internet, although robots have revolutionized the industry about construction of cars. I don't know.
Okay. No, that's very good. Revolutionized auto manufacturing. Sure.
Yes, manufacturing.
Sure,
Yes.
you could say that. Sure. Okay. David, that was interesting. Okay, your children have revolutionized your ideas about life. That's pretty good. It's kind of funny. I like that. Okay.
Teacher,
You
I have
could
a
use
question.
it that way. That would be okay to use it that way on a personal basis. I have to say that usually we use it on talk about more general things that have changed life for many people, but it is possible to use it for personal, to talk about it revolutionized my life. You can say that. Yes, Mustafa. Go ahead.
Sorry, teacher. Just I want to ask you like about this like question. Um, okay. So we have to use it only for present perfect, because it's like improve, something improve. So it's common to use it in present perfect tense.
Well, it's perfect. Yeah, it's common to use it in present perfect because it has a relationship with now. But I don't think it is. I don't think it is necessary. For example, I could say, what's his name, who invented the printing press? The invention of the printing press revolutionized education in Europe in the Middle Ages, right? I'm not using present perfect because it doesn't really have such a strong effect up to now. It's kind of in the past, so I just use past simple. It's finished action, so it's not necessary. No, but it would be common. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, if you become member of a team and you try to change the way of thinking of every member of the team and change everything, and we can use in gerund that you are revolutioning the team.
Well, not revolutioning, revolutionizing.
Revolutionizing. Okay.
Okay. And if you were in the middle of it, you're attempting to revolutionize, well, the team or the team dynamics, maybe better.
Okay.
The team strategy, something a little more specific than just the team.
Something
I
about
think.
the team, not the team. Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Follow. Yeah, sure. Good question. Okay. Okie doke. Nader, are you just typing today? Just okay. I think. All right. Okay. Hey Bear, back to you then to read this for me.
Her grandparents converted to the Christianity in the last century.
Okay. All right. Converted to Christianity. Okay. Hey Bear, can you convert something else? Convert to.
No. Converted, yes. You can use the word in another example, but in this case,
Yeah.
in this sentence, it's very strange.
No, actually,
Like,
it's very common to use the word a convert, somebody who changes religion, converted to.
okay,
It can be any religion. Converted to Hinduism, converted to doesn't matter. Buddhism really doesn't matter. No, it's very common to use for changing religion. Okay, there you go, Mustafa. I converted some of my video tapes to to digital, whatever. Yeah, I converted my house to solar power, for example. Sure, you can do that.
or for
So
example, you can convert the energy, for example, the voltage.
again, Iber, sorry.
You can, for example, when you are using a different voltage, I don't know, the voltage. For example, when you are talking about the electricity, and you need to use a low voltage in a
Ah,
computer, but in a in
uh,
a in a TV you need to more voltage. You need to convert the voltage. Yeah.
yeah, you do.
All right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, you need to convert to a higher voltage. So convert to whatever. It can be physical things, often to do with power or something you can't see. It's sound or format. Convert to a new format would be common. Um, okay. Uh, okay. I don't know. I don't know about that technical stuff David is talking about. I have no idea. Somebody outside the class is saying, my sister has converted me to regular exercise. Well, okay. Actually, I don't think it's completely correct, technically speaking, but for example, somebody who used to smoke and he's been convinced not to smoke may say, oh, he's a convert. He's converted to anti-smoking. It's a little bit cynical and sarcastic, like converted to a new religion. It's a little bit negative. So that something, when we use it personally like that, it's converted to a regular exercise program. Sometimes that can be a little bit negative in meaning. He's a convert. Because there's nobody more pious, more zealous than a convert, is the idea. Somebody who converts religion or whatever, their beliefs, who changes their beliefs, has overly strong beliefs. So there's a slight negative there. Not really when it comes to religion, but when it comes to other things, like exercise programs or smoking or something like that. Yeah, all of the measurements can be converted. Kilos to pounds, miles to kilometers. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. Heidi, next one. Oh boy.
Yoga has the power to transform the way we feel and make a positive change.
Okay. Well, what else can be transformed?
Mm-hmm.
The power to transform is an interesting collocation, okay, but quite specific. I wouldn't call it that popular.
Mm-hmm.
But what else can be transformed?
Your look?
My turn.
Yeah.
What?
What else can be transformed, Heidi?
Transform. For example, I went to the gym for. I've been going to the gym for 5 or 6 years. Before I hated any exercise. Then maybe I transformed form, my shape.
Your actual form. It transformed your form.
Yes.
Sure.
I
Okay.
made a lot of muscles.
Okay. You made a lot of muscles. You developed a lot of muscles would be better. You developed your muscles. They got bigger. You didn't create them from nothing, Heidi. So it'd be better to say you developed your muscles.
I could
or
hold
grew them.
heavy weight and weight training. After training, I went to a bathroom. My muscle is very good.
Really? Okay. Usually.
When I shampoo my hair, my shoulder muscle is very good.
Okay. Oh, I'm very happy for you. Okay. Something like developing your muscles is something that takes time. So actually, that is actually a good example. Something that a butterfly transforms from a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly, but it takes a little time, okay? Usually when we talk about transforming something, there's an element of the concept that it will change, but it takes time. A gradual transformation is a collocation. A slow transformation, these are very common, actually, with the noun form, transformation.
Not only my shape, but also another thing, maybe my balance, body balance. Before, I caught a little bump on the street, and I often fell down on the street. I injured many times. But now, if I feel my balance is, I'm losing my balance, I support by my another foot quickly.
Yeah. Or muscle. Okay, let's let's move on and look at some other collocations with change. There's a lot of things you can change, and we use change itself with a lot of collocations. Okie doke. Mustafa, check out this first one, and you can read the example. Change places, change seats.
Okay, would you like to change places, seats with me? Then you can't sit your friend.
Should be sit next to.
Sit
Sorry.
next to, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't. I didn't pull that over far enough. Sit next to your friend. Sit on your friend. No, that's not good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You've probably done that sometime in your life. Change places with somebody to get a better view or something like that. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What if you were? Okay. What if you? By the way, change places. All right. In some stories or some crazy movies, two people might exchange their body. They may change places. But other than that, we're talking. This is used basically for physically swapping position with another person. Doesn't have to be sitting either. It could be standing. Doesn't matter. But okay, I think that's it. If you change jobs with somebody, you wouldn't really call it changing places. It would be changing positions, perhaps. Okay. Anyway, all right. David, moving on. You can change jobs, change schools, change doctors, but you move house, not change house. Okay. All right. You can change a lot of things. These things are basic things about your life. Can you think of any others? Go ahead, David, and read the.
Okay. Jack is going to change jobs next year, so they will have to move house, and the children will have to change schools.
Okay. Yeah. All right. These are pretty big things. Changing jobs, changing schools.
And you talk about it in plural always. Even if I only have one job, I talk about
change
changing jobs.
Good question. Yes, you do.
Okay.
I didn't even notice it. But yeah, change schools, change jobs, change doctors. Yeah, anything I can think of. Okay. Yeah. You can even change wives. Not really. We don't say that either. Okay, that's not good. That's not a good one. Yeah. We don't use that one. Don't. Okay. I'm teaching bad things. All right. Let's continue. Sasha, change your mind. All right.
Change your mind. Harry is planning to study law at university, but he may change his mind.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Somebody who changes their mind a lot. Okay. Do you know a word for that?
A
person.
Do you mean very often, or
Yeah.
Very,
yes, very
no,
often.
No.
Okay. You could say they're fickle. Okay. They change their mind, especially about love interests. Then the person could be described as being fickle, or really anything. Obviously, you might describe such a person as indecisive. He's too indecisive. He changes his mind every other day. Yeah. Okay. Flaky person, Mustafa. Flaky, not flake person. Okay. All right. Oh, time's a wasting. Get moving here. Okay. Anna, next one.
Yes. Change the subject. Whenever Fiona talks about marriage, we'll change the subject.
Changes.
Changes.
Yeah.
Changes the subject.
All right. Okay. It's pretty straightforward. You change the subject. You start talking about another topic. And what about those Boston Red Sox this year. Yeah. Okay. Right. You ever
I
change the subject, Anna?
Yes, sorry, teacher. I could
Sure.
say in this case he beats around the bush.
No.
No.
Not exactly. If he beats around the bush, be careful. Bush.
The bush.
Bush.
The bush.
Okay. Okay. If he beats around the bush, that means he's not coming to the point to talk
Yes.
about marriage. He, well, I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a long time. This is very important. We've had a relationship for a long time, and I think we really love each other, and I think it's important that we show our commitment. Come to the point, Bill. Okay, will you marry me? Okay, that's beating around the bush. You're just not coming to the point.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Apparently, Bill here, he's changing the subject. Apparently, he's trying to avoid the subject altogether.
Yes.
Right.
Totally
He
change in the subject. Yes.
He never wants to get to the point.
Yes.
Not slowly get to the point. Never.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Teacher,
Thank you.
sorry, teacher. Is that called rambling?
Rambling? Well, yeah. Well, I guess when you beat around the bush, you tend to ramble. They kind of go hand in hand. That probably, most likely, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, they would go together. Okay. There. Well, Heber's gone. Heidi, change the bed. Okay.
Change the bed? What?
What?
What does it mean?
Well, we also say make the bed.
Only.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, those are slightly different. Make the bed means you fold the blankets very nicely on the bed so it's all neat and clean and tidy. Right. But change the bed means you're removing the sheets and maybe even the blankets or the spreads or whatever you have on your bed. And
my husband's bed was very soft, so every morning he said that he had a ache for his back. Back. Then we changed the bed, the harder one.
Okay.
Now.
Okay, now that can mean you actually go to the furniture store and buy a new bed, but it doesn't necessarily mean that here if you read the sentence. Well, go ahead, Heidi, and read the sentence.
I get some clean sheets and I will change the bed.
Yeah, so they're just really changing the sheets. And of course, you can just say change the sheets. Really means the same thing. Okay, so not necessarily the whole bed. Mustafa, haha, okay, change the baby.
It's your turn to change the baby. There is buckets of nappies upstairs.
All right. Have you ever had to change a baby?
Never, never.
Oh, are you looking forward to it? It's very exciting.
Really?
So much fun. No, not really. Not at all. Okay. What are nappies?
The thing, the leg pants for the.
Like pants. Not exactly. Also known as diapers. Nappies, diapers. And in Americans often call them Pampers, which is actually the brand name. But here's a case where the brand name is taken over as the name of the actual object. So, yeah. All right, change the baby. The baby's wet or dirty or both. Okay. David, next one.
Okay. Change your clothes. Do you want to change your clothes before we go out?
Okay. All right. Obviously, that's pretty simple.
Yes.
Pretty literal. Yeah, you're removing your clothes and putting on new clothes. Okay. Note that exchange. Actually, this is a common mistake. The exchange cannot be used in any of these collocations. Well, it can be, but in a couple of them. But of course, it has a very different meaning. If you exchange your clothes at the store, you bought new clothes, they don't fit, you bring them back and you want to trade them for a different size. Exchange here is like trade. So you would never exchange the baby. I want a new baby. This one, I have to change this one too much. Yeah, you can't do that. Okay. You don't exchange your job. We just never would say that. You don't exchange your seat with somebody else. Even though it does mean trade, more or less. Okay, what do you exchange? You exchange money from one currency to another. You exchange addresses with somebody. When you give each other your address, you exchange ideas. Heidi, it's very common in Japanese culture to exchange business cards, right?
Yeah, that's right. Kind of name card.
Right. Very, very common and considered polite etiquette to exchange your card.
Our name is written by Chinese character. So depending on the Chinese character, pronunciation is the same, but meaning is different.
Okay. That's interesting. I never knew why that was. I knew it was, but I didn't know why. Okay. All right. So you exchange collocates with these: money, addresses, ideas, business cards would also work very well here. Okay. Some error warnings. Here's some collocation problems, especially language learners tend to make. Okay. Some new jobs will become available soon. Okay. Not get available. I'm sure George will become successful one day, not get successful. Yes, I've definitely heard that one before. You don't get successful, you become successful. Okay, the standard of living is rising steadily or is improving. Standard of living is not increasing. That doesn't work. Not increasing, not growing. Interest in old cars has grown considerably over the last few years, not increased. Well, I don't know. Really? Interest in old cars has increased considerably. I'm kind of slightly disagree. Maybe British English, they don't say this, but interest has increased. I disagree with this one. Cross that one out. I disagree. I think that's okay. Interest increases or decreases, at least for Americans. Okay. There's been a big improvement in your performance. Yeah, definitely not increase in your performance. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Problems arise. Not appear. I definitely heard that mistake as well. Problems arose, problems arise. Okay. Prices rise, profits rise, the sun rises, but you raise something. For example, you raise your hand, not rise your hand. The government raised its taxes. Yeah. Okay. All right, so a person raises something. Okay, during a meeting, you sometimes raise a question. Okay, they raised prices. See how that works? If you're talking in general, prices rise, but the store raised their prices over the weekend. They were able to raise their profits in the third quarter. Their profits rose. Okay, and nobody raises the sun. As far as I know. Okay. All right. Okay. Raise and rise. One other thing. A pay rise. Just please note, British people would say you get a pay rise. You get an increase in your pay. A pay rise for some reason. But Americans say you get a pay raise. Always. Always, and it's not really interchangeable. British say it one way, Americans say another. Anybody have any other questions about raise and rise? Anybody? No? Okay, we're going to go on to some exercises here. All right. Okay. All right, we can do these quick. Or we're going to write some emails. Pretend to write emails. Mustafa, go ahead. Read the email.
Okay. Hi, Elaine. Her name? Elaine? Elaine?
Elaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elaine.
Yeah, okay. I have planned a couple of modifications to the schedule for the sales conference. I know we have always done it the same old way, but I think we should break the habit or fix the habit this year and try a new format. See the attachment? What do you think? I have, um, I have, just a okay, revolutionize.
Revolutionized a couple of modifications. Wow. Okay, that would be a big change. And modifications are usually
I have
small,
made.
yeah, small adjustments, modifications. Yeah, I've made a couple of modifications. Yes, would be completely natural. In the second one, Mustafa, would you use kick the habit or break the habit?
Break the habit because it is formal.
Yes, bingo, exactly. We tend to use kick the habit for personal habits like smoking, drinking, eating salty foods, whatever. Okay. All right. Very good. David, go ahead, and Chris is
Okay.
writing back.
Chris, I'm worried about these changes, especially losing the coffee break. Lots of us are addicted to our coffee break and couldn't kick the habit if we tried. I'm sure if you just blank a few minor adjustments, I'm sure if you just make a few minor adjustments or a slight alteration to the timetable here and there, it would be fine. But big changes like this will be unpopular, Elaine.
Okay, that's it. Very good. Excellent. Make a few minor adjustments. Minor, David. Minor.
Okay.
Right, and slight alteration. Okay. She can't live without her coffee. Okay. Great. I can understand, really. Sasha, how about the next reply? Back to Elaine again with Chris.
Um,
I'm here. Hi again, Elaine.
Hi again, Lane. Thanks for your comments. I was trying to revolutionize the way we do things, or the
Very good.
approach. No, the way.
That's good. Revolutionize the way we do things. Okay,
But
go ahead.
but I don't think we should. We should. We should start a new. No, start. I need the word about change.
Yeah, well, not really. Kind of, not really. Yeah. Okay, you need some help because
Yes, maybe
got some.
plus.
Okay, there's more than one possibility here. Somebody
Adjust.
said adopt a new approach. Sure, that's a common collocation. You could also say we should try a new approach, which would be fine. You could say we should look at a new approach, and which would mean more just consider a new approach rather than actually trying it. Slight difference in the meaning there. All of those three are collocations. If you look at a new approach, you maybe study it or think about it or consider it. Consider a new approach. Look at a new approach. Same meaning. That would be common. If you try a new approach, you try it, and maybe you don't do it if it doesn't work well. If you're going to adopt a new approach, you're going to just totally use a new approach. So, okay.
In this
Any
case,
of them is collocate.
consider according to
Might
context.
be nice. Yeah. Okay. The sales conference is serious work, not an excuse for time off. Grrr. Okay, Chris, calm down. All right, let's think about it. All right, well, whatever. He's too serious. Give Elaine her coffee. That's my vote. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about collocations with change. All right. Anna, a friend starts to talk about something unpleasant, and you would prefer to talk about something else. You.
Yes, I'd rather not talk about that. Let's change in the subject.
There you go. Same one you talked about before.
Yes.
Yeah. This is perfectly okay to do this. I'd rather not talk about that. Can we change the subject? Or let's change the subject. All right. Okay. Nader, you are on a train sitting next to the window. Okay, hang on. Let me address David's question. Can I say move on to another topic? Let's move on to another topic. Yeah, you could say that. That would be fine. Sure. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah. Okay, Anna. See you later.
Bye-bye. Thank you for the class. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's move on. We use move on if you change the, okay, let me just, sometimes they're interchangeable, David, but sometimes they're not. For example, in a meeting, you want to continue to the next item in the meeting. So you would say, let's move on to our next item. We're going to consider the new marketing campaign as proposed by ABC Company. All right, you're trying to keep the conversation or the meeting going, then you say let's move on rather than let's change the subject. In this case, this is a casual case. In the example, you could say either. It would be okay. Okay. Next one, Nader, you're on a train sitting next to the window. A parent and a child get on, and the child sits next to you. Offer the child your window seat. How would you say that? Would you like some candy, little girl? No. Would you like to exchange seats? Would be okay. Would you like to change seats? Actually, that is the one collocation that we could use change or exchange. But, or switch. Would you like to switch seats? That would be also very common, actually. Yeah, exchange seat sounds a little bit too formal, to tell you the truth. Much more natural. Would you like to change seats or switch seats? Okay. Heidi, you order. Yeah, go ahead.
But immediately wish you had ordered something different. You call the waiter back. Sorry. Can I have a shooter? I've already ordered another dish. I've already ordered steak, beef steak.
Well,
can I have fish instead?
Well, you could certainly say that, yes. Could you say something with change?
Mm. Uh,
I've
I've
changed.
changed. I've changed. But I've ordered, right? Because it's.
Well, I think what they're looking for here is the collocation with change. So maybe, sorry, I've changed my mind.
Oh, I'll
Yeah,
change my mind. Okay.
I've changed my mind. Yeah. Yeah, don't do this, though. Have you ever done this, Heidi? Changed your mind after you've already ordered food?
Yeah, often, but I'm patient.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that
only
just,
the other dish that seemed very good.
yeah, okay. Well, don't do that, because that means they just have to throw away the other food. They can't just serve it to somebody else. Not good. Okay, anyway. All right, Mustafa, a friend says she hates her job and is bored with it. Suggest she get a new one.
Have you thought about change your job?
Well, okay, let's try to get the grammar correct.
Have
You got
you
the
ever
words right.
thought about changing your job?
Changing your job. Thought. Thought.
Thought.
Just one word, ah, not ow. Thought.
Thought.
The vowel is just ah. Yeah.
Thought.
Like father, thought. Same sound. Father, thought. Same
Thought.
exact sound. Yep. That's it. Okay. David, you and a friend are wearing smart clothes and are about to do a messy, dirty job. How would you suggest to put different clothes on?
Okay, it's going to be messy. I think we should change clothes before we start.
Yeah. Or it's even very natural in English to just say, I think we should change.
Okay.
We just drop clothes often. If you just say to somebody, by the way, we looked at all these collocations with change, but if whatever, you go to pick up your girlfriend and she says, oh, I need to change. She's not talking about her personality. She's talking about her clothes. We assume that change with a dropped object noun, with no object noun at all, we would automatically assume, English speakers would automatically assume you're talking about your clothes.
Okay.
That would be the instant assumption. Yeah. Okay. Sasha, you have 3 guests coming to stay. Suggest to your housemate you should put your new sheets on the guest beds. Mm-hmm. Sasha, are you there? Oh, can't hear you. Sorry. Sorry, Sasha, I can't hear you. Okay. Nader, what would you say? Got guests coming this evening. So you might say they're arriving this evening. We should change the bed or change the sheets. Okay. Yes, indeed. Okay, we got just a minute or two. Heidi, let's see.
Okay, the standard of living has, in the last 10 years, rise.
Risen. Risen. Yeah, I think
Risen.
that's okay. Mm-hmm. A rising standard of living is a common collocation. Change the flat. Yeah. Burn down the apartment. Okay, Mustafa, number 2.
Okay, we exchanged past some interesting idea with our colleagues in the USA. We exchanged.
Yeah, exchange. You exchange ideas.
Exchanged.
All right, very good. David, next one, number 3.
Tom and Joe are moving house to be near Joe's elderly parents.
Very good. Okay, last one, and then I got to get going. Nader, Tom and Joe are changing, transferring, moving. Oh, no, we just did that. Sorry. Number 4, the new model of this computer will become, get, make available in September. Become available. Yes, definitely. Okay. Last couple, for those who want to know, at the end of the presentation, we could raise any issues that we wanted to discuss. Yes. And finally, the firm became very successful, not got. You become successful, that's right. Something becomes available. Okay, but then problems arose. Problems don't appear or arrive. Problems arise. Okay. That's it. Thank you very much, guys, and see you next time. Tomorrow we'll do more collocations at the same time, by the way. Thanks a lot.